Welcome everybody to the seasonal diet, eating what our ancestors ate when they ate it like we were evolved to do. Today we're speaking about cinnamon. Everybody loves it. It's one of the most widely used spices all around the world, especially for Europe and especially in our traditional desserts. It's not native anywhere near our homelands though, but it has still been a part of our ancestors' diets for thousands of years. So we're speaking a bit about the history here. Cinnamon is native to South Asia, but we have records of it being used in ancient Egypt and Europe at least 4,000 years ago. We even have records of it being used in ancient Greek temples as an offering to the god Apollo. Historians said that cinnamon came from Arabia, where giant winged birds used it to create their nests. It was also used in ancient Rome, and they brought in massive amounts of it for whole cities to use and trade all over Europe. The price went up and down a lot, though. Pliny the Elder once said that a pound of cinnamon could be 1,500 denarii, which was more than 4 years' labor for the average person at certain times. So the price really did go up and down, but it was still expensive because it was kind of used as a mysterious and even magical thing in all of Europe. That's how valued cinnamon was. This lasted pretty much until the late Middle Ages, around the 1300s, when they actually discovered where cinnamon actually came from, and they could travel there, and it was India and Asia, not some sacred land in the Middle East. So the funny thing is, the Arabs had pretty much been ripping our asses off for 3,000 years, being in the middle, and they traded with India, and then they brought it to Europe, saying that it came from their lands, and it was magical and made from giant birds, so they could drive up the price. So cinnamon for our ancestral diet. We had it in small amounts all over Europe for 4,000 years at least, but it was very rare and very expensive. Then, starting about 700 years ago, much more cheap and accessible for all of us. And of course, always remember that the dried herbs and spices have a shelf life of years sometimes, so very little has changed in that preservation technology over the ages. They could have done the same thing back then, so definitely very easy to transport from Asia all over Europe, no matter what time it was and what time of year it was.